Oh crap. No more going to the workshop paradox. Hey there, Skyliners. Paradox here. And number 3 in my CYBERCITY2525 video series. After the last Cyber Orbital Air episode, I thought about an orbital elevator. And this will be the result. I spent way too many hours on this thing. At least 10, not all, building. Quite a bit of time thinking. Choosing props, there's probably 24 different props. And at least 12 movement modules. And every prop was extensively modified with procedural objects, customization of vertices. There is the vanilla version been modified to PO, buried in the middle of the structure, scaled down, half of it's been folded up and hidden. And the real working version of the space elevator is actually buried deep in below the city, so you can barely see any of it, and is functional. Turned off at the moment at 20 grand a week. The city can't afford to run that just yet. I think my space elevator is a little more realistic than the in-game version. We have a look at the detailing in the top of the elevator itself. Way more detail in there than was probably necessary. I think I just counted 8 movement modules. That's over 4, it doesn't. Put it out. Really love the effect that ground part of the elevator has with its revolving wall thingy, whatever it may be. Maglev power generation facility. So here I was planning on showing you how to download textures and import them into procedural objects, but my recorder is just a game recorder and will not record anything from the desktop or any other app. Damn it. So here's the texture I downloaded. Very cool industrial type door. But I failed to scale it to the right size and have some white borders, which make it a little tricky to use. But there's ways around things. And this is how we fix it. It's now 2 doors. And that looks really good. But I think I want this hangar to be opened, or at least have a rolling opening door with movement modules. This door does not suit that purpose, but maybe we can convert this scaled down massive high rise into some warehouses maybe. Yes, that looks quite cool there. Don't know if the colour quite matches, but it's okay. Now here's a look at a few other places around my actual city. This is my huge city amusement park and nature reserve all in one. All three versions are at level 5. We have road access, a built-in train station, and it's getting heaps of use. Train station and the park. It's probably not fully completed yet. There's no ground textures or decals. And a few other assorted little props. But it's looking pretty good, I think. Train right to the next station. This little train bus hub area has to be detailed at some point. Maybe turn it into a small park as well. And this one will also need some detailing. I think I might turn it into a small park, city park. Earn some more money off these people. Since it's doing a roaring trade, and there's way lots of people. You little guys need to give me some money. It's my massive hospital complex, needs some detailing. There's a graveyard. We'll have a graveyard across the street. And my school zone. The school services about 6,000 people from elementary to high school, plus a community college, gymnasium, and a library. And now has vehicle restrictions. As we take another train ride, heading back to the start of the line. Thought about making it a loop, but not sure about that at the moment. Oh, what's going on there? Custom bridge, my custom PO buildings, construction site. Some of the movement modules are not running. Why that is. And my custom car park with custom roof, which I'm quite pleased with. Lighting effects, which I'm right into at the moment. And back to my elevator, which is functional. Not so much my version, but the buried space elevator from the vanilla game, or the vanilla elevator, which is there, buried deep below the city, buried mostly below ground, covered with services and other buildings, and that'll have to be it, guys. I'm done. Have a good life. I'll see you another time.